Hello friends, welcome to MS Technologies. Today in this video I'm going to talk about comparison between Spring versus Spring Boot. First we'll talk about Spring Framework. Spring Framework is extensively used J2EE framework for developing applications. Spring Framework is extensively used J2EE framework for developing web applications. What type of applications we can develop by using this Spring? We can develop several applications. What applications? We can develop standalone applications. We can develop web applications. We can develop distributed applications, and we can develop normal CLI applications also by using this Spring Framework. What is the distributed applications? Distributed applications are nothing but one application communicating with another application. Then such a type of applications are called distributed applications. The application communicating with another application, such a type of applications are called distributed applications. Like distributed applications are nothing but web services. We can develop all these kind of applications by using Spring Framework. Next, what is the main feature of Spring Framework? The main feature of Spring Framework is dependency injection. The very important one is dependency injection. Here, we are developing one application. In that application, we are taking several classes like controller class we are taking, service class we are taking, and DAO classes also we are taking. Here, controller class wants to communicate with service class wants to communicate with DAO class. One object is depending on another object, then we need to go for this dependency injection. Whenever we are developing one application, we are going to take multiple classes like controller class, service class, and DAO class. Here, controller class wants to talk with service class wants to talk with the DAO class. One object is depending on another object, then we should go for this dependency injection. What is a dependency injection? Okay, if one object is depending on another object, then we have to go with this dependency injection. First of all, what is a dependency injection? Dependency injection is nothing but the process of injecting dependent object into target object is called dependency injection. What is a dependency injection? The process of injecting dependent object into target object is called dependency injection. Example. Most of the people will use this example only. Car and engine example. If you go with car and engine, so inside I have two classes. One is car class and another one is engine class. Now inside car class I have a start method. Right. Now if you want to start the car, what we require? Engine must be required. So inside car class I want engine object, then only I can able to start the car. Inside car class I want engine object, then only I can able to start the car. Here car class is different, engine class is different. Now car class wants this engine object to start the car. Now here target object means what? Target object is car object. Dependent object means what? Dependent object is engine object. Now injecting engine object into car class, injecting engine object into car class is nothing but a dependency injection. The process of injecting dependent object into target object is called dependency injection. How we can able to perform this dependency injection? Now I want to perform dependency injection. How we can able to perform dependency injection? To perform this dependency injection, Spring Framework is providing IOC container. What Spring Framework is providing? IOC container. Spring Framework have IOC container. By using that IOC container, we can able to perform this dependency injection. What is a dependency injection? The process of injecting dependent object into target object is called dependency injection. How we can able to perform dependency injection? Inside Spring Framework, we have IOC container. By using that IOC container, we can able to perform dependency injection. Here, we no need to create car object and we no need to create engine object explicitly. Programmer no need to create the car object and engine object explicitly. My IOC container will take care everything. IOC container will create the objects and inject a dependent object into target object. We no need to do any activity. IOC container will take care everything, creating the object, injecting the object, everything will taken care by IOC container only. Next point. Here, the main objective of Spring Framework is simplify J2EE development. The main objective of Spring Framework is to simplify J2EE development. What it will do? By simplifying that, what it will do? It makes developers more productive. It makes developer more productive means what? Developer more productive means what? Productive in the sense what? Right. So within less time we can do more work is nothing but productive. Within less time we can do the more work is nothing but productive. What Spring Framework will do? Spring Framework will simplify the development to make developers more productive. Next point. By using Spring Framework, we can develop loosely coupled applications. By using Spring Framework, we can develop loosely coupled applications. What is meaning by loosely coupled? Here, whenever we are creating the object, here we are not creating the object. Suppose if you go with this Spring Framework, right? Whenever we are developing, suppose we have car class, Indian engine class, we are not developing the object. We are not developing the car object and we are not developing the engine object. Then who is doing that activity? Spring container, IOC container is there. That IOC container is going to take care of that. We are not creating the objects and we are not injecting the object. Like that object creation and object injection, everything will take care by IOC container only. Everything taken care by Spring Framework only. So here car class and engine class both are loosely coupled. Car object and engine object both are loosely coupled. Suppose if you create the object, engine object inside the car class explicitly, if you create the engine object inside car class explicitly, then car and engine objects both are tightly coupled. If you create engine object inside car object, then car and engine both are tightly coupled. But here, what IOC container is doing? It is creating the object and it is injecting dependent object into target object. Because of that reason, both are loosely coupled classes. Here, by using Spring Framework, we can develop loosely coupled applications. There is no tightly coupling. There is no tightly coupling. Right? These are the main features, main things we have to discuss about the Spring Framework. Now, let me talk about the Spring Boot also. Spring Boot. Here, what is Spring Boot? What is Spring Boot? In previous video, already I discussed about Spring Boot. What is Spring Boot? Spring Boot is not a framework. Spring Boot, first point, what we have to remember. Some of the people are feeling like Spring Boot is a different framework. No, Spring Boot is not a framework. It is another approach to develop Spring-based applications with a less number of configurations. Just it is one approach for developing Spring-based applications. That's it. It is not a framework. right? If you, by using Spring framework, if you develop any applications, programmer have to configure the classes and everything by using XMLs or annotations. Correct or not? If you go with the Spring based applications, what will programmer have to do? Programmer explicitly have to configure the required classes. But coming to Spring Boot, by coming to Spring Boot, there is no configurations. There is no configurations. Everything will taken care by auto configuration. Everything will taken care by auto configuration. We no need to configure any classes if you go with this Spring Boot. By using Spring Boot, if you develop any application, it contains very less number of configurations. You won't get web.xml files, you won't get servlet context XML files, all these things. You will have only one XML, which is pom.xml. That pom.xml is not related to our Spring Boot. Pom.xml is related to Maven. It contains all Maven dependencies. Right? Spring Boot is not a framework. It is an approach to develop Spring based applications with a less number of configurations. Spring Boot is not a framework. It is an approach to develop Spring based applications with a less number of configurations. Next point. What is the main feature of Spring Boot? The main feature of Spring Boot is auto configuration. Auto configuration. Whenever we are developing an application, we require some inbuilt functionalities, some predefined functionalities. For that, what we have to do? If you want predefined functionalities for our project, what we have to do? Those things we have to configure explicitly. But if you go to Spring Boot, the predefined functionalities, the inbuilt functionalities, everything is taken care by Spring Boot as a auto configuration. We no need to do anything. My Spring Boot will take care as a part of auto configuration. Automatically, you will get all inbuilt and predefined functionalities in your project. What is the main feature of Spring Boot is auto configuration. I'm developing one application. For that application, I required some predefined functionalities, some inbuilt functionalities. So to get those predefined functionalities, to get those inbuilt functionalities, we no need to do any configuration in my project. We no need to do any configuration. My Spring Boot will take care everything as the part of this auto configuration. As the part of auto configuration, my Spring Boot will take care all required functionalities. Next one. Spring Boot provides embedded servers such as Jetty and Tomcat. If you develop any application by using Spring framework, we have to configure some external servers to run our application. To run our application, we have to configure some external servers explicitly. But coming to the Spring Boot, we no need to take any external servers. We no need to take any external servers. My Spring Boot itself will provide embedded servers. My Spring Boot itself providing embedded servers such as Jetty and Tomcat. By using these servers, we can run our application. We no need to configure external servers in Spring Boot. But if you go with the Spring framework, we have to configure external servers to run our application. Here, Spring Boot is providing embedded servers such as Jetty and Tomcat, etc. At the same time, Spring Boot is providing some inbuilt embedded data source database also, which is nothing but in-memory database H2. Spring Boot is providing embedded database also, which is in-memory database H2. Suppose if you want any temporary storage kind of things, temporary storage devices, and happily we can go with this H2 database. Suppose if you want to do any test cases, if you want to write any test cases, at that time we can use this H2 database. Suppose if you want to develop any POC kind of concepts, happily we can go with this H2 database. Spring Boot is providing embedded servers as well as embedded database also, which is H2 database. Next point. Spring Boot mainly used to develop APIs. Nowadays, if you observe, all applications are following microservices architectures. Right? If you observe any company, any project, all applications are following microservices architecture. Microservices architecture. Right here, microservices architecture means what we have to develop. Microservices architecture means what we have to develop here. Right, we will have REST APIs only. We will be having REST APIs. Microservices architecture means what? We'll be having REST APIs only. Those REST APIs we can develop by using this Spring Boot. Those REST APIs we can develop by using Spring Boot. Spring Boot mainly used to develop APIs. Why I am telling this point? Nowadays, all applications are following microservices architecture. In microservices architecture, we'll have all RESTful APIs. So by using this Spring Boot, we can develop RESTful APIs. So these are the main comparisons between Spring Framework and Spring Boot Framework. Thank you guys.